Hold up. Is Zara trying to fix their reputation of their perfumes being weak by making them
atomic?
Hi everyone, CeeChronicles here. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a first timer here, my content is mostly fragrance reviews, fashion and lifestyle videos. And I also throw in some vlogs from time to time. So I do hope you will find that interesting enough for you to stay. All you have to do is click the red subscribe button and join the family. I also want to acknowledge my returning subscribers. Thank you so much for always supporting me. You are appreciated. Please do give me a follow on Instagram. My Instagram handle is CeeChronicles only. Leave a message that you've come from here and I'll give you a follow back. Now, as you've seen on the thumbnail, today we're talking about Zara. Okay, this is what we're talking about. Fields at Nightfall, and this is of their Nude collection. And I'm pretty sure you've seen the packaging already, maybe from some other, or if you've seen from the Zara campaigns. This is their new packaging. That is how it looks like. Fields at Nightfall has this imprinted "I'm known but mysterious." I think this is a grammatic error. It says "I'm known but mysterious place." To me, doesn't make any sense, but I'm saying it verbatim. I think it's "I'm known but mysterious" or something. Okay, so I'm going to open it for you and then I'm going to give you my thoughts. It's a slide box as in the other ones. It's just a slide out. This is how it looks. I've actually scented my box. So this is not a first impression. I've scented my box because this is one that actually comes across to me as very strong. So I didn't want to spray it here because it is quite pungent. Okay, so that's a good thing for some people that are always complaining about, Zara perfumes not lasting. Fields at Nightfall is listed as having just 3 notes. I'm going to be sniffing off this nozzle as well as here because my box is scented. So it's got herein at the top, the white floral. They've listed it at the top. That's herein, followed by jasmine, and then some sandalwood. It just lists 3 notes, but I don't think there's only 3 notes here. I think there's more going on here. But anyway, we're going to go with that, and I'll tell you what else I think is in here, what my nose can detect. Okay, so yeah, it opens up as a bold white floral. So this is going to tick the boxes for people who like florals, especially white florals. It's a very loud, in-your-face, bold white floral. It's that herein, at the top there, that white floral herein at the top, which herein does have similarities to jasmine. It actually smells like jasmine. So it's almost like a double dose of jasmine because jasmine is listed as the second note in here. So there's herein and then there is that jasmine giving you a double, like a very loud punch of white florals. And then there's that sandalwood. Sandalwood here is a creamy sandalwood, very rich. That is what I get. And it just adds to those florals because after, the first spray, it quickly turns into like a very heavy, creamy, latonic, almost milky, fragrance. It gives off like a condensed milk vibe because this creaminess is also very sweet. So that is what to expect. It's a very loud, latonic fragrance. Okay, so these florals are turning into, are giving off a creaminess. Although this creaminess could be off the sandalwood as well, because sandalwood a certain variant of sandalwood can be very loud or very creamy in nature. Creaminess in here, to me, is almost it's too much. It's a bit nauseating. That is what I got when I sprayed it, for the first time. I actually had to rub it off because I got a mixture of 2. My stomach was almost turning and I got a migraine off, just immediately spraying this. I don't think this is going to apply. What I'm saying here is going to apply with the old formulation. This is a reformulation of Fields at Nightfall. So they've probably, emptied it up a bit. But for what my nose is getting here, it might be a bit too much, but it might be okay for some people that like really loud florals. If you like the loud florals, this is not going to disappoint. If anything, I think this might be one of the top 5 most long-lasting Zaras out there, because I know I've got Cherry Smoothie off the same collection, which is Nude collection, and that is also pretty strong. So I think they've done something with their fragrances. They've amped up their fragrances. To me, this one though, it's borderline headache inducing. It's borderline cloying as well. Okay, I've sprayed it on the box for that purpose. Just leaving the box in the closet, my closet is already scented with this. That's how strong and pungent it is. Okay, there is definitely something here that feels like fruit as well. I'm not sure whether it's cherry or strawberry. I'm not sure. Like I said, 3 notes are not doing it for me. There's a lot going on in here. It's a very busy fragrance. Okay, quite choking as well. The combination of the notes in here, it could be just those 2, that herein and a jasmine just doing the most. I don't know, but there is the florals are a bit, on the intense side here, to a point of I can see this not being an ideal scent in the heat, because it can be a bit too much. I'm pretty sure maybe in the cold weather it could tone down. Maybe that's why, or maybe it's an ideal night scent. It says filled at nightfall. I'm not sure, but this is just a bit too much, at least to my nose. And I am going to give it a little bit of some time, because this is a new edition. Maybe it's going to settle down, but it's just a scent profile to me that the jasmine in here comes across as how the original jasmine in the Alien, okay, the Mugler's original Alien was. It was just too much for me. It was one fragrance that I bought years ago because of the bottle, but I just couldn't do it. This is one that comes across as that. So I think jasmine can be borderline cloying or borderline headache inducing if it's done a certain way, and that is what I'm getting here. Very intense, very milky. So if you like that, definitely something that you're gonna love here. In your face kind of fragrance, very pungent. So you've got to go easy on the trigger. Unless you like this kind of scent profile. And I'm not slagging it off. If anything, I think Zara have done the right thing, because Zara had been known, for bringing out fragrances that didn't have a good lasting power. I get a straight 8 hours out of heat. There's not me wearing it. I mean, like, I sprayed it when I got it for the first time, and I had to take off the clothing that I was wearing. But even when the clothing went to the wash, it still smelled, of this fragrance. And it's not a subtle fragrance at all. But I do know that there's some people that will find this as favorite. Some even saying this is an ideal night scent. It has those woods, that sandalwood thing going on there. Just a touch of spiciness. You're gonna get the woods there, but what you're gonna have the most is those loud florals, a bit on the screechy side as well. I was hoping that this tones down, after maybe 20-30 minutes or so, but it stays screechy. It stays very busy all through. So it's one of those very loud, all over the place kind of floral, and this happens for a straight 2 hours. It only starts to tone down way later, straight to 2 hours. The performance on the skin is even worse. I find that it's a bit neutralized on the clothes, but on the skin, this was just giving me a lot. So again, this is a 2021, if not 2022 composition. So if you've got an older one, and what I'm saying here is not making sense, it could be that because this one is a new formulation, or if you have an older one and it was just not doing the cut, you may want to try this. This is a dupe for Zadig and Voltaire. This is her. And you know what? When there was a hype for Zadig and Voltaire, this is her. I actually almost purchased that fragrance, because that fragrance is not on the pricey side. Okay, this of course is really affordable. I think this is half or a third of the price or whatever. But I almost purchased that because of the affordability. But I'm glad I didn't, because if it's anything along the scent profile of this, because from what I read, this is so close to This Is Her. But I'm just happy I actually have a dupe of This Is Her, not the original. Of course, this might be a bit all over the place. The original This Is Her could be better. I don't know which is which, but I just get a little bit of too muchness from this. I'm definitely gonna come back with it here when I wear it in in very cold weather, because it could be one of those that if you wear in cold weather, gives you a very different interpretation altogether. But to top it off, I think Zara have actually revised their fragrances. I'm saying this based off the fact that I've got a cherry smoothie, which is a dupe of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, and that on its own performance is crazy. So this can't be a coincidence that this one is also performing like crazy. So maybe they've just done a few adjustments there and listened to what their clientele is asking for, because it was the longevity really that was making me a bit standoffish when it comes to Zara fragrances. But this is 100% beast mode. It dries down a bit nutty. You get a bit of some nuttiness there, a bit powdery, slightly musky, but the florals just hang in there. So if you're not a floral lover, you're probably not going to love this one, because it is very forward in the florals. I think there could be some cashmere in here as well, because I do get wafts of that in the dry down, but definitely one that I would recommend for people that love beast performing fragrances, because I personally, this I had to actually put on this box and let it sit for a while, because it did trigger my sinuses immediately. It gave me a headache immediately. It was just it's a big fragrance. It's a big, bold fragrance. So if you are not into those kind of fragrances, then this might not tick the boxes for you. But if you're wondering what Zadig and Voltaire, this is her, smells like, then you may want to put, a bit of your coins on this one, because the Zara one is obviously an affordable alternative. So I was here talking about Fields at Nightfall by Zara of their Nude collection. And I think this one is a 2021 composition, if I'm not mistaken, could be 2022. I just got mine a couple of weeks ago, and definitely something that I feel is well done. It might not tick the boxes for me, it might not be a favorite for me, but it's well done. And I'm not ruling it out as yet. I'm just gonna let it sit a little and see how it goes. But for me, the way the jasmine is done in here is a bit on the aggressive side, and I just, for that reason, if it stays like this after maybe 3-4 weeks, then I can almost certainly say it's not for me. But I think it's gonna tick the boxes for a lot of people. C Chronicles is my name. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I hope you found this video helpful. I am compiling more videos for you as usual. Turn on post notifications, that way you will be notified anytime I upload a video. Like and share this video. Also subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Why not? And remember, guys, smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.